Hi everyone, it's Kelly again, and this is our number 2 card for the month of June. And again, we are using the Beauty of the Earth bundle or suite, and focusing on these papers and what we can do with them and just how versatile it is. I am using some stamps out of the stamp set that is Beauty of Friendship. Voila. And I am also using the speckles out of Color and Contour. I just really like that speckle thing. In my last video, I couldn't remember where it was, and I remembered when I stood up after I finished. So it's like, there you go. So let's get started. This is the card we're going to make. It's a very simple card. These are quick cards. These are cards that you could do for a lot of people very easily. And as you can see, this is not using a lot of the designer series paper. The inside is very simple with speckles, and then the envelope has speckles also. This white here has been run through the bark embossing folder. I really like that. Now, if you don't want your bark to go this way, you certainly can put it in and make it go this way on the card if that's what you would like. So inside your little packet, you should have the envelope. You should have a white piece of paper, a bark paper, some designer series paper, and 2 punch outs like this. Okay, we're going to stamp on this, we're going to cut this in half, and we're going to make it look staggered like it's bigger than it really is. Okay, just to frame it, and that's how we got this beautiful look here. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's do some stamping, and I will put this aside. We'll do our stamping first. We will need our envelope also to stamp on, and I'm going to start with my sentiment. My sentiment came out of the Beauty of Friendship, and it says, "You truly inspire me," and I thought that was a fun one. I am going to use Mossy Meadow for my sentiment here, and I am going to try and do this in camera and straight. Good luck. Gotta love it. Oh, look, that's not too bad. Well, let me straighten it. Let's see. Whew, I did pretty good. Well, there you go, one down. The other is much easier. You guys will really like this other one. I'll set that aside. And the next thing gets stamped in Night of Navy. And here's the beauty of this, is you've got 2 sides of the paper, so you can't really mess this up. But you're going to just stamp and then flip it another way and stamp it again. You're not going to re-ink. That's how you get the 2 colors in there. So again, I'll show you on the envelope. You're going to stamp, turn it, stamp again, and you're going to do the same on the front. So stamp, turn it. You don't have to turn it 80 degree, you can do 90-degree turn, anything. It's just the fun of that speckle, I think, there. I just love that 2-tone speckle. You could even do it 3 times to get a more of a fade in there. Okay, so we are done with our stamping. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to adhere this to the inside of my card, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Look at me go with the tape. I am a glue girl, so I am learning this just for you guys because I prefer glue. Glue to me is a lot more forgiving, easier to work with, but not everybody has fun with glue like I do, and so there we go. So let me double check. Did I just adhere this down? I did just adhere this down. The only thing that has dimensionals is my sentiment. So everything else is going to get adhered to the front of the card. Now this is where I am going to use glue. Now Stampin' Up! Has this wonderful green glue, And you know what? I'm going to try using the green glue and see if I can get it to work for me. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to my favorite glue. Glues and adhesives, those are things that I think people get attached to. This is an excellent glue. I know when I'm doing gilding, I have to use this glue, but for me, it comes out way, way too fast. Like, it's really fast on here. Like, really kind of gloppy real fast. But it gives you time to maneuver this around and make sure you've got it centered. That's the joy of glue. I can't do this with tape. I can, if it's not centered, I can move it. It'll give me a little wiggle room, as they say. Okay. And then you can use this side if you like. I think it's absolutely beautiful, but we're going to go with this side here. Okay. And I just think this paper is so pretty. So here I'm going to let you see how if I squiggle real fast, it's not too bad. But if I'm trying to do it in little spots, usually it's really a mess. So I'm just going to put this on here. Oh. And you can see that the glue will allow it to move around for a little bit. And because it's a bumpy surface underneath, I come back in and just go on the back side where that DSP is. We really don't want to push down the embossing on the rest of it, but in the middle, I want this to stick. So I'm going to shut that for a second. Oh, I guess we're really ready for it again. So to make this have this border, you're going to take the blue and you are going to cut it in half. Okay. Then you're going to take your glue, and we'll use the green glue again. It's actually Tombow glue, but oh, see, now this is what happens to me. I just get a big old mess of it. I have enough glue here for 3 of these. Oh well. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the glue to be underneath the white part, because there was a big old blob there. And you can see it will move around. It's now all over my fingers, because once this comes out, it comes out with a vengeance sometimes. So at least you get to see me be very human about this. See if I can get it to come out a little bit better this time. I think I just don't have the knack yet with this one. My other glue, I know how hard to squeeze it to get it out, and get it out in a thin line. Again, you have that moment to just squish this so that it will adhere correctly. Now, I know it's sticky on the back here, but I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Again, you know, I'm a dimensional junkie, so we will put all our dimensionals on here. And one thing I didn't do in the last video is I did not get out my Take Your Pick tool to take off my little things, the dimensional things. And you know what? That is why I had a mess of them last time all over my table. And look at me, put yet another one in there. So you just kind of dig into it and flip them up and hold down your piece, and you can get them all together. Look, all 5 of those are together. I can pop them in my trash can next to me. And now I can determine, do I want this up here? Do I want it down here? I'm going to put this one up here because I put the other one low. I want to put this one high. But isn't that a pretty card? It's just very simple. It's elegant looking. It could be a birthday card. It could go for a man or a woman, truthfully. There's no, you know, it's not a gender specific card. But that is our card for today. This is card number 2 with the Beauty of the Earth Suite. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Let me put that where you can see it.